What's going on, everyone? Joe from Hognose. I hope you guys are having a great night. This is a very, very important video you guys need to watch. Now, I know there's a lot of reptile breeders out there, a lot of reptile owners. Morph Market today, or 2 days ago, I should say, came out with a 3-page, I guess you could say, notice on how they feel about breeders feeling burned out right now. So we're going to discuss this. We're going to read it line by line, what Morph Market posted 2 days ago. And guys, some of you breeders, some of you owners of reptiles might not be too happy. But on the other side of the spectrum, you good breeders, you good caretakers of reptiles will enjoy this statement from Morph Market 2 days ago. Let's get into this right now here at Hognose. Now, here at Hognose, I breed the Western Hognose Snake. I care for them, I breed them, I raise them, and I've only been breeding the Western Hognose Snake for 3 years. 2026 will be my 4th year. So when I started out, I wanted to get to know how to raise, how to care for the Hognose Snake for my first 2 years. And then in 2021, I start really researching, talking to other hognose breeders to find out how easy is it, how hard is it to breed the Western Hognose Snake. So my first 2 years, I did a lot of research, guys, asked a lot of questions when it comes to other hognose breeders. Hey, how do you do this? How do you do that? What temperatures? How long to brumate? So on and so forth, guys. So over the last 5 years, I have created 2 playlists that are very important when it comes to my YouTube channel. The first one is Your First Baby Hognose. That playlist is about 3 years old. It has about 25 videos. And the second playlist I came out, which is about 4 years old, is Hognose Care. So Western Hognose Care. That playlist, I think, has 28 videos. So since 2020, I have did a lot of research caring for the hognose, how to breed the Western Hognose Snake. And I bestowed that information onto you guys over the last 5 years. So since 2022, my first year breeding, I've only bred 3 pairs each year. 3 females, 3 males. That's it over the last 3 years. Now this year, 2026, I'm looking to breed 7 females. You know why? It's not a business for me. I do it because I love it. Yes, it's a business, of course, but I do it because I love reptiles, especially snakes. I've been herping since I was like 13 years old, and I just love the Western Hognose Snake. Always have, always will. And that's why I care for them, raise them, and also breed them. And to add here, when it comes to raising, caring, breeding the Western Hognose Snake or any reptile, it's about your husbandry. Do you clean them out and spot clean them every 2 days? Do you refill their water dish every 2 or 3 days? That's what it's about, guys. It's about the care of your reptile. So that's where we're going to begin here in this video. We're going to read Morph Market's statement on Instagram line by line that came out 2 days ago. Let's start it right now. All right, guys, let's start reading this Morph Market post on Instagram that came out 2 days ago. When you get old like me, around 50 years old, you got to get reader glasses. So let me put on my reader glasses. Let's go over this, guys. I'll interject here once in a while, but let's read it in full. To every breeder feeling burned out right now, over the past few months, we have heard from many breeders who feel discouraged about where the hobby is headed. Not because the passion is gone. Of course, the passion with me is not gone. The passion with me is actually getting stronger. But because of what they are seeing, slipping care standards. Yes, rushed production. You guys know I have stated this about other hognose breeders. Rushing their first year buying baby hognose is a new business for them. And the following year, their second year with the Hognose Snake, Western Hognose Snake, they got like 20 pairs, breeding pairs, like high-end morphs. It's like, slow down, slow down. Newer breeders jumping in without taking the time to learn or prepare. A+ Morph Market for stating that. I have said this on so many care videos, it's not even funny. It is painful to watch a hobby you love get crowded by people treating breeding like a shortcut instead of responsibility. Guys, you know I've promoted that. Other breeders have promoted this when it comes to Western Hognose Snake. Now, when it comes to my experience, I'm not talking about every other species out there. I'm only talking about when it comes to my replies, the Western Hognose Snake. What I have noticed over the years when it comes to certain breeders, Russian production, overfeeding their babies, feeding their babies every 3 days just to get those 8 or 10 feed-ins in so they could post it on the Morph Market to sell. I've seen at least 3 or 4 breeders over the last 2-3 years do this, and their babies are unhealthy. When you overfeed, it's not good on their organs, it's not good on them, and it's going to raise an unhealthy baby, right? Guys, babies, when they first hatch, 5 to 6 days. I hear breeders that are feeding them every 3 days. They're trying to get those 8 or 10 feed-ins in, and they're trying to put them up on Morph Market and sell them within a month and a half. That is not good. Very unhealthy for the baby hognose. It's not going to work out well for you over the years since this type of information has been coming out over the last few months. It is exhausting to pour years of passion, money, and effort into producing healthy animals, only to see attention drift toward the fastest and cheapest options. Correct, yes. Now, when it comes to the cheapest options, now, if I have a few babies left on my year, I give back to the community that has supported me. Well over 4,000 subscribers on YouTube, almost 2,000 on Instagram. My Discord, we're going to talk about my Discord. Very great information on my Discord channel. It's about building a customer base first, right? So if you're new to breeding any reptile, build that customer base. Don't overproduce your reptile. Don't overproduce babies that you can't sell or that you can't even take care of. And your husbandry just goes out the door, right? So make sure you have the help. Make sure your husbandry is spot on, spot clean, fill the water dish every 2 or 3 days, so on and so forth. I don't have to tell you guys this if you're a breeder, if you're a good breeder. If you have been feeling burned out or disheartened, you are not alone. Yes, I've been hearing this actually. Here is the important truth that Morph Market post here. The heart of this hobby has not gone anywhere. The breeders who built this community, the ones who value ethics, lineage, proper care, and long-term vision are still here. Yes, we're still here. You are the foundation that keeps the hobby healthy and sustainable. The waves of rushed production, yes, I know about at least 3 or 4 hognose breeders that just rush their first or second year doing it. They just rush, get the babies up, produce too many babies that they can sell, and then they're stuck caring for them and having good and healthy husbandry. Ethical breeders outlast shortcuts. Good husbandry never loses its value. I mean, like Morph Market hits the nail on the head when it comes to this beautiful post. Ah, chef kiss. Ah, it's beautiful, guys. And here we go, page 2 of Morph Market's post. There's only 3 pages. It is okay to slow down, focus on a few pairings. Bingo. It's what I started out with in 2022. I started raising and caring back in 2020. We're over 5 years old here. I only started breeding in 2022. 3 pairs, 3 females. Beautiful, season. I think I had 72 eggs that year, 72 babies. Sold most of them that year. 2023, yeah, great. Another 68. 3 females, dropping some eggs. Great. This year, not so good this year, but you know what? We're doing pretty good so far. We just dropped 12 eggs a few days ago from Minnie. 2026 is going to be going into my 6th year. 7 females. I can do it because I have the customer base now. So I know if I had more babies this year, I would definitely be selling them right now. But you know what? Take it slow. And I tell people in my videos, just take it slow if you're a new breeder. No need to rush good things, right? So we need to make sure we have a good husbandry, a great practice when it comes to feeding, caring, raising. We got to have those practices in place. And I produce so many care videos, guys, you can check out. Of course, subscribe, click that subscribe button, check out my playlist, Your First Baby Hognose, and also your Western Hognose Care playlist. But let's continue here. It's okay to slow down, focus on a few pairings, or take the season off. Yes, of course. This is not quitting. It is protecting your passion. My God, Morph Market gets it so right here, dude. Like, beautiful wording. The way they wrote this is just beautiful. Even with everything happening right now, thousands of keepers still want well-raised animals for breeders who take pride in their work. And of course, you guys know I take pride. Again, I'm speaking about myself, my own experience. I have seen other breeders not doing a good job out there. I'll call them out. Now, I'm not saying there are not good Western Hognose breeders out there. Oh my God, there's dozens of good people out there that have great husbandry. They're very good. And what it boils down to as well is post-sales relations. So after you sell a snake, it's all about contact with your customers post-sales. So post-sales contacts, make sure the hognose is doing great. Don't rush anything. Don't sell a hognose that is only, feeding on scented. Don't do that, guys. Wait until they're on unscented, and then put them up after like 5 or 6 feed-ins. If they have 8 to 10 consecutive feed-ins, fine. But don't go to a pet shop, by the way, guys, because the pet shop has no idea who the breeder was, where they got it from. They have no feed-in sheet or a feed-in card on how many times they fed and what they fed on. Now, there are questions you need to ask a breeder when it comes at least to the Western Hognose snake, and of course maybe other reptile species, is how long has this baby been feeding? When was it born? Were they on scented? Were they on unscented? How long? And I make so many videos on questions you need to ask the breeder before purchasing a reptile, or at least the Western Hognose snake. And Morph Market continues here. We know the hobby has challenges. Yes, of course it does. We are not sitting on the sidelines, and they are not, by the way. And then they go into some detail here. Over the last couple years, we have taken major steps to raise the bar for quality and safety. We've removed hundreds of bad sellers and thousands of bad buyers to protect the community from scammers and irresponsible actors. This change has already made a major improvement in trust and safety. Yes, they have. Even with those removals, Morph Market has continued to grow. This year, we hit record traffic, sales, record sale numbers on the platform, and record community engagement. Yes, they have. And of course, they go over their highest number of app downloads, so on and so forth. And page 3 continues with this. We are building tools, education, Western Hognose education here in my playlist, Morph Market. Go check them out. And systems that support responsible breeding. Very good. Strong husbandry and real learning instead of short media shortcuts. Very well said. We support the breeders who believe in ethics, quality, and community. Yes, community. We have a great community here at Hognauts. Yes, I'm speaking about me. Not every reptile breeder out there or owner, but I speak about me. We know we have a great community here at Hognauts. And we will continue investing in people who help move the hobby forward. Very well said. Morph Market is not backed by giant corporations. A plus on you. Everything we build, including new tools, protection, education, and marketing, comes from the breeders. I'm sorry. Who choose to list here and grow with us. When you support Morph Market, you directly fuel new features, more features, stronger safeguards, and better reach for ethical breeders. The more we grow, the more we invest into helping you thrive. Great. The hobby is not dying, it is resetting. There are many breeders out there, so we got to kick out the bad breeders. Ethical breeders, the ones who put their hearts, will shape what comes next. If you feel discouraged, it is only because you care, and the type of care is what keeps the hobby alive. Great statement there. I mean, like, they must have had 3 or 4 people write this statement because it's that good. At the end here, stay true to your standards. Better days are ahead because good breeders and strong communities, we got a strong community here, guys, will always rise. That's a great statement. 2 days ago from Morph Market. I just want to make a video on it because it was that well said. And it's something that needs to be said about bad breeders, bad ownership of the hognose snake, and reptiles in general, I should say, right? So I know the boa community is overwhelmed with all new breeders over the last 5 years. I've had 3 or 4 boa breeders in the last year and a half buy hognose babies from me because they want to start breeding the hognose snake, because the boa community is so overwhelmed with breeders that it's hard for them to make money. So Western Hognose Snake community selling has been pretty good. I pretty much sold out this year. I only have 3 more. They were late feeders, so I posted those 3 last week, 2 weeks ago, and they're doing great. So I already sold 1 and 2 or 3 more left, and Here I have no problem selling Western Hognose Snake, but then again, I'm building my community. I am not producing, 500 eggs in my second year. I'm producing 60 to 70 eggs each year in the last 3 years. I've been doing this for 5 years. So I'm building my community. Build your community. Don't rush it. This is my retirement plan. I do have a full-time job making really good money. So, okay, that's just me. Now, other people might not have what I have, but I understand that. So we're about the husbandry, the care of those reptiles. That's incredibly important, guys. I don't know what to say. That's why I make my care videos. That's why I make my first baby hognose videos. So when my customers buy their first baby hognose, I can point them to that playlist, and those playlist videos have tens of thousands of views on them. So go check out those playlists if you're new. Raising Karen the Western Hognose Snake, care videos, go check them out. But Morph Market, I give you a freaking 9.9 out of 10 on that post on Instagram. Love you guys. Have a great night. This is something that had to be said. Love you guys. Don't, seriously, guys, don't feed your baby hognose every 3 days. It's not good. Okay. It's unhealthy. This is Joe from Hoggin' Outs. I'm out. Cheers.